We can't hear you.
Sorry, microphone's muted. Don't even know how I hit that. All I did was adjust it. Apparently, my thumb must have hit the mute button. Anyway, welcome to another week of Totally Inappropriate Team Sports, or as we like to call it, TITS. I'm your host, Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by...
Voice of Generations, my Walter.
Vitamin supplements.
In Sucket, Minnesota, Matty Icing.
That was another win that felt like a loss, but we'll get to that. How was you guys this week?
Not been feeling too well, but it was entirely self-inflicted.
Well, loosen up the grip on the penis, man.
Or tighten.
Right, yeah. Too loose and you chafe. You don't want that.
Did this fucking thing had me feeling sick for like 3 days.
No shit. Yeah, I'd have passed out. Body does not fucking like needles, apparently. I don't know. Eyebrow pierced, passed out. Fucking tattoo, passed out. Blood drawn, passed out. Like, what the fuck? I used to be fine with this shit when I was a kid. Now all of a sudden I'll just be sitting there and it's like, oh, feel lightheaded. And then I wake up to like people standing over me. Like, oh, this is awkward. So, no more tattoos for me. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I've been busy as shit, painting all fucking week and cleaning the shit up, and went down today and finally finalized getting my new place. And I get to move down tomorrow. Like all the furniture, I've fucking moved all the boxes and a bunch of other shit down there. Got this kitchen unpacked already after I got that cleaned, and me and the wife hung up a bunch of shit on the wall. So the kitchen's done. We not even moved out yet. Been busier than a fucking cat burying shit on concrete. Been busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking competition.
Hey, Craig.
What's up, Craig? Been busier than a dog with two dicks.
Hey, True North.
Busier than Luke with a picture of Tom Brady.
Oh, minority owner. Yes.
Who doesn't love a good minority owner?
Are you ready to behave now, Matt?
Treat me just like Brady does to his minorities.
Snuffed him out, just like Brady does to his minorities.
You ready to be a good boy?
It's kind of a kinky start to the show. I'm kind of digging it.
Right. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Luke's keeping Matt in the basement. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Your name is Maddie, boy.
Oh, shit. Speaking of people being punished for no reason, free my man Jay Cutler.
The DUI?
DUI, gun charge, I believe, and he also tried to bribe the person that he hit.
Wow.
With like $2,000, I think it was. This is like, look, you don't see shit, you didn't hear shit, and I'm out.
Dirk wants to know why y'all are in the dark.
Why not?
They're ashamed, Dirk.
Makes any more sense.
Shame doesn't stand out so much if you're in the dark. I feel ashamed after last week. Fucking awful records. And everything. So I guess let's just fucking get into it. That and my phone's at 39%, so I ain't got time to fuck around, really. I forgot about that. Start off college. Georgia State taking on Marshall. Marshall favored by 9. We all took the Thundering Herd. We all went thundering to a win. Thank you, Marshall. ECU at Army. Army favored by 16.5. Luke and Matt took ECU. Those gay pirates bent them right over and fucked the shit out of them because they didn't get nothing. Me and Smark pick up the win. Well done, Smark. Army whooped that ass. Arizona State taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 3. Matt and Luke recover from that ass raping and pick up the win with Cincinnati. Me and Smart get speared with a trident by a fucking Sun Devil. South Carolina, which turns out isn't Matty Icing's team, it's Coastal Carolina. Oops, I've been fucking up the whole season. Taking on Oklahoma. Oklahoma favored by 2.5. Smart went alone with Oklahoma. And yeah, he should have been a later and not a sooner because them Sooners fucked you up. Rest of us pick up the point. Rice taking on Tulane. Tulane favored by 22.5. Tulane's been whooping ass, and who the fuck is Rice? Well, Tulane didn't whoop enough ass this week. They won, but they didn't cover. Luke went alone with Rice. He gets the point. NC State taking on California. California favored by 10. Smart went alone with NC State. Smart goes alone with the fucking win. I can't remember if Cal just didn't cover. I want to say they didn't win. I think NC State picked up the win outright. So the rest of us get fucked up on that one. UAB taking on South Florida. South Florida favored by 13.5. We all went with South Florida, and those bums could only win by 10 over UAB. What the fuck? Nobody gets a point there.
Spent too much time fighting their own players. Could have scored more.
Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing. Ball State taking on Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt favored by 26.5. We all jumped on that Vanderbilt train, and the Commodores let us down. They win, but not by 26.5. Game was a lot closer than it should have been. No points for anybody. Iowa giving up 6.5 against Michigan State. Smart went alone with Iowa. Iowa does not cover. Iowa does not win. That's a win for Michigan State and a point for me, Matt, and Luke. My highlight of the week, mostly just because I'm a Spartans fan.
Being alone with Iowa is bad. Being alone in Iowa seems even worse.
I think one of the best things about that game is Michigan State held the second highest running back in the league to almost in check the entire game, which is big because they're going to play Michigan, who checks notes, can't throw the ball at all.
Yeah. Well, they can, but not to their own team.
Sure.
And the final game, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the Florida Gators. Gators favored by 2. Luke went alone with Kentucky, and he got chomped by those fucking Gators. Gators pick up the win and the cover. That's a point for me, Smark, and Matt. So on the week, we got Smark Wahlberg finishing at the bottom at 4-6. Smark, sorry. Next, you got me at 5-5, and Luke at 5-5, and Matty Icing at 5-5. It's the mediocrity week in the NCAA.
Fucking embarrassing.
Yes, fucking embarrassing. On the year, Matt and Luke still tied at the top, 30-23. I am still sitting one game above 500 at 27-26. Mark only one below me at 26-27. So still a fairly close race in the NCAA. Let's get into this week. First game, we got the Boise State Broncos giving up 2.5 as they travel to UNLV to take on the Runnin' Rebels. Smart Wahlberg, who you like in this one?
Based on the several late night messages that Matt puts in the group chat, sucking this man off, I will go with Boise State and the running back, whose name I still don't know.
Ashton Genty.
Go America. Go America. Go Broncos. Yeah, go Broncos. Yeah.
Oh, this spread is actually a lot closer than I thought it would be, although UNLV is a good team. So I can kind of understand it. But, yeah, until somebody can slow that man down, I guess I'm going to go with Boise State as well.
Go America. Go America. Go Broncos. Yeah, go Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah. Matty Icing.
I'm going to take the Broncos and the Grand Theft Auto train, Ashton Gentry.
Go America. Go America. Go Broncos. Yeah, go Broncos. Yeah.
Is it Gentry? I swear there was no R. I don't remember seeing an R in there.
Gentry,
right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Luke Birch, finish us off.
I've got a feeling we may be seeing that clip more later on, so I'll go with one that I don't think we'll be seeing much of later on, and ensure we don't go unanimous.
There is a bookies I know that will take bets.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to pick them myself, but I didn't. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass. Luke on his own with UNLV. Next game, we got the UNC Tar Heels traveling to Virginia to take on the Cavaliers. Cavaliers favored by 4.5. It's Mark Wahlberg.
It doesn't seem like UNC's having a really good year this year. I'm going to go with the Cavaliers.
All right. Yeah, UNC can't seem to get their shit together. They started off the year good, then they fell way off. I don't want to say they played a decent game, but fuck, to be honest, I don't know much about what Virginia's doing this year. I don't like the 4.5. Give me UNC to keep it close at least. Luke Birch.
Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, you get the Virginia Cavaliers. Nobody wants the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Matty Icing.
Or not.
Still, all right. Still
What was
muted,
the
man.
spread?
Virginia favored by 4.5.
4.5. I could see this being like one of those walk-off field goal games for Virginia. So give me UNC.
All right. That puts us split. Smark and Luke with UNC. Or sorry, Smark and Luke with Virginia. Me and Matt with UNC. Had to say that out loud because I fucking wrote them backwards. All right, next game. It's the fucking Battle of the Greens. We got the Tulane Green Wave giving up 9.5 as they take on the University of North Texas Mean Green. What's it going to be? Green Wave or Mean Green? Smart Wahlberg.
I'm going green. Give me Tulane.
All right. Yeah, Tulane kind of let me down a little bit last week, but the Mean Green seem to let me down anytime I pick them, so give me Tulane. Matty Icing.
I think I'm going to go with the Mean Green Wave.
Doesn't work that way.
Hey, the Green Waves. He's mean, okay?
Oh, yeah, he does look mean.
Mean show wave.
He is not happy, I will tell you that. He looks like he's about to fight somebody.
Yeah, it's a pissed off little green wave. Luke Birch.
Yeah, I could go either way on this one, so I'll just make sure we don't go unanimous again.
I bet.
Yes, I heard it when I said it.
It's the way Luke lives his life. And go either way. I could hate the blacks, so I could hate the Mexicans.
Oh, no.
I had a feeling I was going to get kicked for that one. Next game, Georgia State taking on Appalachian State Mountaineers. Sorry, the Georgia State Cougars, right? Panthers. Georgia State Panthers taking on the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Mountaineers favored by 9. Smart Wahlberg.
I'm going Gary No Trash Cougar.
All right. I'm going to take App State because I love them for what they did to Michigan years ago. Luke Birch.
I will take App State for the exact same reason.
And Matty Icing.
I'll take the Cougars.
I'll be damned. All right. Split decision there. Next game, the Temple Owls. Why are there so many goddamn teams named the Owls? Taking on the ECU Pirates. ECU favored by 7. Smart Wahlberg.
Fun fact, my local high school's team name is the Owls. Several years back, the basketball team went to a cabin retreat together, and one of them, or numerous members of the team, got in trouble for hazing a freshman player by sticking a pool cue up his ass. That makes them butt pirates. Give me the Pirates, please.
All right, yeah, keep that fucking going. I'm taking the Pirates as well. Luke Birch.
I will take the Athenas. Give me the Owls.
Taking the Jews in their temple. Matty Icing.
I'm feeling a little Jewish too, I guess.
You guys should check out Wrestling Outlet Thursday nights at 9:30 on YouTube.
Oh, indeed. Control the weather over there.
Damn it! Why do I not have a Star of David drop?
Next game, we got the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. The TTU versus TCU. TCU favored by 6. Smart Wahlberg.
Yeah. You threw a bunch of acronyms at me. I'll go TCU.
All right. I will join you. Let's go Horned Frogs. Matty Icing.
I too pick with my heart and go TCU.
And Luke Birch.
I will stop us going unanimous.
All right, that's 3 times he's done that. So he's on his own 3 times this week. He's either going way into the lead or giving fucking Matt a good lead. Next game, Northern.
Washington.
Yeah, it's possible too. Northern Illinois University Huskies giving up 11.5 as they travel to Ball State to take on the Cardinals. Smart Wahlberg.
I believe Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame at one point this year, so that's good. Good for them.
They did?
Northern Illinois. Yes, I'll go Northern Illinois.
Yep. Yes, they beat Notre Dame, and then the next week lost to like a fucking pathetic MAC school.
Yeah, I watched that. The fourth quarter. I'm not sitting there watching an entire Northern Illinois game. I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, I fucking don't really want to pick them, but I'm not taking the balls, T. So give me Northern Illinois.
Jesse and Lexi are following these 2 cows that are going through Augusta Woods.
No shit.
Yeah, they've been tracking them since the self-storage.
That's crazy. Wife just came in and showed me a picture. Her sister and her girlfriend are currently tracking 2 cows just walking down the road.
They're in Augusta Woods trailer
They're
park.
in a trailer park.
Riveting.
Where the hell did they come from? There's no cows anywhere near that trailer park.
From the self-storage from Marks.
Yeah, still, there's no cows near fucking Mart's. Sorry. It's the great mystery of the night.
40 minutes.
That wasn't me.
That would have been amazing if it was. But so, anyways, next game we have.
The cows don't got them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have. Okay.
My bad. I fucking set the phone down to grab the baby, and somehow I fucking backed out of the chat.
Are you grabbing the baby because of the cows? Are you protecting the baby from the cows?
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
All right. Anyway, Matty Icing, Northern Illinois favored by 11.5 over Ball State.
Yeah, I refuse to take Ball State.
All right. Matt says no thanks on the balls, T. Luke Birch.
I've been saving us from going unanimous all night. I can't do it this time. Give me NIU.
Damn it. He just doesn't want me to say, I'll take the balls, T. All right. Unanimous with Northern Illinois. Next game. Got the Auburn Tigers taking on the University of Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky favored by 2.5. Smart Wahlberg.
Who is favored 2.5%?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. I'll take it.
All right. I think I'm going to go with Auburn on this one. Luke Birch.
I will join you with Auburn.
And Matty Icing.
And I will join Smart.
here, but now she's fucking everything up. Would you fucking stop? It's like anything and everything I can get my hands on, it's hitting the fucking floor right now. It's a goddamn party in here for her. Anyway, Matt, who were you taking?
I'm with Smart with Kentucky.
Okay, split decision. All right, 2 more games. We got the Washington State Cougars giving up 15 as they take on the San Diego State University Aztecs. Smart Wahlberg.
I picked the Cougars the first time. I'll pick the Cougars again. Let's go Cougars.
No, I'm with you on that. I was really close to picking their helmet in the helmet draft, and I really wish I would have because they're fucking awesome this year. Yeah, she agrees. Maddie, I think who are you taking in this one?
Yeah, I like that logo. Give me Washington State.
Turn that
All right. Luke, who are you taking?
Washington State probably get the win, but I'll take the Aztecs to cover themselves with a smallpox blanket.
All right. Yeah, really. She's got a lot to say about that matchup. All right, last game of the week. You know, this one had to get on there. We got the Michigan State Spartans traveling to Ann Arbor to take on the University of Michigan Wolverines. It's the game of the year for us. Wolverines favored by 5. Smirk Wahlberg.
You said it was Michigan State, Michigan?
Yep. Michigan favored by 5.
Well, first off, I will say that those Illinois jerseys last week were good. I don't care what you have to say about that. The Illinois won that game. Good for them. Give me Michigan State.
All right. I mean, they weren't awful. I just... The helmets. I didn't really pay attention to the uniforms. The uniforms seemed like they were all right. I just wasn't a big fan of the helmet. I know it's supposed to be like the throwback look, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. To see a leather helmet that's actually just reinforced plastic kind of was off-putting to me. That being said, give me Michigan State, because fuck Michigan. They suck.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
she
they said
agrees.
that it took 3 hours or 5 hours for each helmet to be hand-painted.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully it was like the college's art class came and did it, and like they just knocked it all out in one day. But if not, yeah, that's
They probably got the art class to do it because then they wouldn't have to pay them.
exactly.
Well, I was going to say,
Luke,
you could go Luke straight.
All right, Luke, who are you taking in this one?
Yeah, I don't want to upset my Yorkshire Terrier Chihuahua mix, so give me the Spartans.
All right, Maddie Icing.
Michigan doesn't know who their quarterback is. They're still trying to figure it out. I mean, if they do have a passing quarterback back there, no one's scared. Not just to cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping for, too. A flat-out win. And then they'll have a better record than Michigan this far into the season, and I can point and laugh. On a year they weren't supposed to win more than 4 games, they'll have 5 wins.
I mean, it would definitely be because of the refs. That's the only reason why Michigan's going to lose this game, but it'd still be amazing.
Yeah. All right, well, it's unanimous. We're all taking Michigan State. And that is it for the NCAA picks. Just got a Twitter alert. I'm sure it's fake. Said, breaking news, Devontae Adams plans to request a trade from the Jets. He just got there. I don't think that's going to happen.
Nah, you never.
It's probably like one of those fucking troll posts that's getting a lot of traction. So it's like, yeah, this looks real. Dirk says Michigan knows who their quarterback is. He just sucks. I mean, they all suck. That's why they don't know who their quarterback is. They've fucking trotted out 3 different starters, and none of them can fucking start or fucking play off the bench. Yeah. Dirk should go out there dressed up as Prince. Game blouses.
They're going to have Michigan invincible.
It's out there in his wheelchair like, bitch, this is how you do it.
The wheelchair is also purple?
Yes. Purple rims. Purple rims. Purple rims.
Anyhow, just before we get onto the NFL, the WNBA final was last night. Now onto the NFL.
Okay. Yeah, that's the most mention that's going to get. WNBA is a sport, kind of. NFL, first game, Thursday night. We had Denver Broncos giving up 1 to New Orleans. I went alone with Denver. Thank you, Denver. I alone get the point. Denver whoops that ass. Every time I go alone with Denver, they don't let me down. Thank you, Smart, for not picking them. Thank you, Luke, for picking against them. Those things seem to work out every week. Yeah, Atlanta usually works out for me, too. They were favored by 3 over Seattle. Atlanta did not work out for me this week. They also did not work out for Smart. Seattle whoops their ass, breaks their 3-game losing streak. Matt and Luke pick up the point. Fuck Seattle. Fuck Geno Smith. I can't believe that motherfucker leads the league in yards. Detroit Lions taking on the 5-0 Minnesota Vikings. Vikings favored by 1.5. I went alone with Minnesota. Partially because I want to be happy if Detroit won, and I want to be happy if Minnesota won because I'd have been the only one getting the point. I didn't get the point. Detroit wins, but I was still a little disappointed because part of me really wanted Detroit to get that ass whooped, so they would go out and get a big name defensive end to replace Aiden for now and set up a great future. But now, because they won against an undefeated Minnesota team, we'll probably sign somebody off the fucking Jaguars practice squad. Yay, save that money.
Pretty sure Dan came out today and said they have to go trade for somebody. That, yeah, they won, but there was not enough pressure, and that needs to be addressed.
I fucking hope so, man. I really hope so. Go give up 3 first-round picks for fucking Max Crosby. I don't give a fuck. Just get somebody.
I have a feeling we're not that Crosby's off the table because I think the Raiders, Davis is going to be that stubborn who's like, look, Max said he'd get matching haircuts with me, so he's staying forever. Like, I don't think Davis will. But Garrett is one I could see because Cleveland's already in cap hell, so why not just trade him for 2 years and then have a whole bunch of picks and then take the league by storm in 2028.
And then trade away your only decent quarterback for another rapist. I mean, another quarterback that was good for another team. I was like, I'm not a fucking Browns fan at all, but the way they did Baker, I was like, I can't believe they just fucking did that. That dude just took them to the playoffs for the first time in forever. He's the best quarterback they've had in the past 2 decades, and they're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Deshaun Watson's the fucking king. He is him. And it's like, oh yeah. If him was a fucking rapist that can't throw a ball, he's him, all right.
Hey, they were trying to get their Roethlisberger.
Well, him is not going to be seen for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles or some shit.
Yeah,
and then
he's going to be as soon as he goes in for physical therapy, he's going to be the first person ever to magically find that his Achilles is located on his top.
Right.
No, not that Achilles. This one.
No massage therapist is safe, even the physical therapist.
He's going to keep having his leg crossed over his lap.
Yeah.
All right. Need you to work on it.
Physical therapy, I like the sound of that.
Uh-huh. It's actually pretty wild because he went down with an injury and they're like, oh, this does not look good. And they're in Cleveland and you just hear cheering.
Yeah, I've seen that on fucking Twitter. People were pissed. Like, you Cleveland fans are disgusting. I can't believe they would cheer a man for getting injured. Like, you do know Deshaun Watson's past, don't you? You're really going to fucking die on this hill for Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Like, a plane could have crashed on the field and only landed on him somehow, and I would have cheered.
Right.
A rabid dog could have went out and ripped his fucking Achilles out and then mounted him, and I would have cheered.
Wow.
They could have cut to his mom falling off the second story in the fucking stands to her death, and I would have cheered. I'm not most people, though, I guess.
His mom was the one that was flying the plane.
Yes. She was the one that fucking trained the dog.
She Amelia Earharted her way right into the history books.
All right, next game. Tennessee taking on Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 8. We all took Buffalo because Tennessee is trash, and Buffalo did not let us down. They made it a little interesting for a minute, but then they finally came through in the second half.
What's funny about that is like the Titans defense, from what I saw, I don't know if it still holds after this game, but they were allowing the least amount of passing yards. So like they have a really good passing defense allegedly. And then just imagine how shitty that has to feel to realize that every other aspect of your team sucks so bad that you only have one win.
Yep. Tennessee is terrible. Next, Houston taking on Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 3. Smart went alone with Green Bay. Smart got double penetrated because Green Bay won, but they didn't cover. So Smart does not get the point, and he has to deal with a Packers win. Meanwhile, the rest of us took Houston, and they covered.
What's up with Houston? They fell off this year.
They play every game close. They're 6-1, but they win every game by an average of like 2 points.
Well,
Sorry, they're 5-2. My bad, 5-2. Still, good record for not barely fucking winning games. Kansas City giving up 1 to San Francisco. We all took Kansas City. That was a no-brainer. San Francisco sucks. Kansas City wins easily. That's a point for everybody. Miami taking on Indianapolis. Indianapolis favored by 4. I thought, cool, Miami's only going to lose by 3, and then I realized Indianapolis was within field goal range, and they kicked that field goal before Miami got the ball back and did nothing with it. So Indianapolis wins by 6. They don't cover. Me and Smart don't get shit. Point for Matt and Luke. Philadelphia favored by 3.5 at New York, where Danny Dimes hasn't thrown a touchdown in over 2 years, and that streak continues. New York gets absolutely fucking ass blasted by fucking Saquon Barkley. Philadelphia wins easily. Smart went alone with them. He gets the point. Well done, Smart.
Great contract, guys.
Yeah, I should probably thought Barkley revenge game. Wasn't thinking that one.
Yeah. I mean, half the time when they're coming in for a revenge game like that, they don't fucking show up. So that's kind of why I was on the side of New York. That in Philadelphia has been really fucking hit or miss this year. I thought New York would cover at least. But yeah, obviously they didn't. Cincinnati giving up 4.5 to Cleveland. We all took Cincinnati because Cleveland sucks. And Cleveland continued to suck. Cincinnati covers, picks up the win. That's a win for everybody. Which brings us to our final game of the week. We have the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, starting Russell Wilson at quarterback. Pittsburgh favored by 1. I went alone with the Jets because I was like, all right, it'll be, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are back together, and Pittsburgh are frauds, and Justin Fields can't play, and Justin Fields didn't play. So, Pittsburgh comes out and just whoops that ass because Aaron Rodgers is trash.
It's a good thing that the Jets fired their head coach because that was the issue.
Yes. So that's a point. Suck. Yes. Really fucking sucks. Aaron Rodgers, you are the genital wart on the cock of quarterback culture. You are the AIDS to the JETS. You make the fans need a cocktail, and the organization need a different type of cocktail.
Okay.
Preseason prep isn't the only prep you needed. You throw the ball like you're in darkness therapy still. The Jets need a Panchakarma cleanse to remove you. That's the only. That's a oily enema, bloodletting, and forced vomiting. For those of you that don't know, that's what he was doing. The only thing you're better at interceptions is contraception. You've spilled more seed than Michael J. Fox filling a bird feeder, and thankfully haven't produced an offspring. All those bitches you've had, and only one ever came back to you. I'm talking about you, Devontae Adams. You made all the impact of a moth hitting a porch light. You and Rodgers are the only ones. Sorry. You and Rodgers are the only duo to bring more joy to a fan base by bombing elsewhere than by winning them a Super Bowl. You two are responsible for more turnover than Amazon. Last time I seen that many errors was Donald Trump at a presidential debate. Maybe Aaron should have been the running mate because football isn't it anymore.
Could I just say that nothing, and I mean nothing, is better as a Packers and Bills fan than seeing the Jets fail this fucking hard.
So I said they brought more joy by bombing elsewhere than they did by winning a Super Bowl in Green Bay.
The best news too is that they have Aaron Rodgers again next year, and then in 2026 the Jets still are going to pay him $21 million, even though I don't think he's on the team anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm pretty
Don't make him the head coach.
Looking at his contract, I think it's starting in 2026. He's no longer on there, and they're all void years. 2026, he has a cap hit of 21. 2027, he has a cap hit of 21. 2028, he has a cap hit of 14, and 2029, a cap hit of 7.
Jesus Christ!
What a
Idiots.
great GM! Let's just give them a standing ovation, because it wasn't the O-line's fault; it was the quarterbacks. That's why no one succeeded.
The Jets are going to be awful for a long time.
I'm just going to leave that up there, Dirk.
Yeah. Like I said, he should have fucking been Donald's running mate. He'd have been better at vice president than he is at being a quarterback. Anyway, that puts me at the bottom this week at 5-5. Mark Wahlberg in third at 6-4. Matty Icing 8-2. Luke Birch 8-2. Dynamite week, guys. Well done. So I went from having a 5-game lead to a 4-game lead to now just a 1-game lead. I am at 42-34. Luke Birch 1 game behind me at 41-35. Mark Wahlberg 36-40. And Matty Icing after an 8-2 week rebounds off the floor to tie Smark at 36-40.
Woo!
All right, let's get into this week. Down to 21%. I think I'm good for the rest of the show, but let's cruise through these anyway. Tennessee Titans taking on the Detroit Lions. Lions favored by 11.5. Mark Wahlberg.
This could be 31.5, and I would pick Detroit.
All right, Matty Icing.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure I heard that this is the largest spread to start a week off in the NFL history. With that, of course, we already know who I'm going. Go ahead, press it, Luke.
I swear I've seen bigger, but I don't know if it's to start off the week. Luke Birch. Yeah, 11.5 points is a lot, but Tennessee's defense is awful, and Detroit's offense cannot be stopped. I will take the Lions. Don't like that we're all unanimous on the first pick, but whatever.
Also, I think Lions' pass defense is top 15 now. Might be high. Think about that. Last year, 32nd ranked, and this year, how far they've come.
And I don't think you'll end up having much of a problem with Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, probably not.
If it was December, maybe, but not right now.
Let's say if anybody's going to give him a little bit of trouble, it's going to be fucking. Was it Pollard?
Yes.
Oh, the running back?
Yeah. Just because we don't have a real strong edge. That first fucking drive Minnesota had yesterday where they immediately just ran it to the edge and fucking dude just took off for a touchdown. I'm like, oh, great, here we go.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake there.
Pollard also did the square root of absolutely fuck all yesterday.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If Tennessee's going to get any offense, it's going to be out of him. I'm not worried. I'm still taking the Lions to cover for sure. Next game, Green Bay favored by 5 as they travel to Jacksonville to take on the 2-win Jaguars. That's right. Jaguars have a second win now. Matty icing.
I'm sorry, I blanked out. Jaguars and who?
Packers. Packers favored by 5.
Packers are, I think, kind of fraudulent, but I'll still take them because Jaguars suck.
What? I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
Smart Wahlberg.
Usually I pick the Packers just hoping that I will be able to jinx them and they will be able to lose. I think it would take some kind of wide-scale tragedy for this to happen. Packers are going to win probably by about 20, so that's more than 5. Give me the Packers.
What? I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
All right, Luke Birch.
I gotta do it.
What? I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
2 games in a row were unanimous right off the get. Uh-oh.
What? I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
All right, next game. Atlanta Falcons traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 3. Smart Wahlberg.
God, this is a tough one. Who was the home team you said? Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I guess by that I'll go Tampa Bay.
Drop's getting a lot of play tonight. Matty icing.
You said Tampa Bay versus Falcons. What was the spread?
Tampa Bay favored by 3 at home.
The Falcons are coming off a loss. Tampa Bay is probably about to come off of a loss. Short week for Tampa. I guess I'll still take the Butt Pirates.
Matty icing. I'm sorry, Luke Birch.
As much as I love that drop, and as high as I am on Tampa Bay this season, division matches do weird shit. Kirk Cousins in the noon slot is fucking weird as fuck. I have Tampa Bay winning, but with a walk-off field goal.
Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Atlanta's been one of my more solid teams this year for me. And I was disappointed as fuck with yesterday. But no, divisional dog on the road, on the road. I always like picking those. I got to go with Atlanta.
Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Atlanta beating Tampa Bay the first week is why I chose Tampa Bay. But just not realizing, then again, Mike Evans may have just tore his hamstring. So that might be an issue.
Yeah. I'm hoping, if anything, if fucking Tampa Bay ends up winning it by exactly 3 or less. So at least it ends up in a wash. Indianapolis Colts traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. Texans favored by 6.5. Matty icing.
They play stupidly no matter what, so I'll take the Colts. It's probably like a 2-point game.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
My headphones went in and out while you were reading it. Can you go over that one more time?
Colts at the Texans. Texans favored by 6.5.
6.5. Colts, Texans. I'll still go Texans even though they fucked me this week.
But Houston? Well, it is famous for being boring, hot, and crime-ridden, maybe?
All right. Luke Birch.
You say this is in Houston.
It is in Houston.
But Houston? Well, it is famous for being boring, hot, and crime-ridden, maybe?
All right, I was worried I was going to be picking the same as Luke all week, but I'm not, because, Houston doesn't win by a lot. Doesn't matter the game or the situation, it seems like. So give me the Colts.
We're not supposed to gamble. Well, I wouldn't want to do anything to make your mommy or your daddy spank you.
Yeah, Colt. Next game, Philadelphia taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 3. And Dirk, just so you know, I have been writing down all your picks. I've included you in all these. Smart Wahlberg, who do you like in this one?
Would you say Smart was?
Philadelphia at Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 3.
Cincinnati. I'm going Philadelphia.
Yeah, you went along with them last week and it paid off. Matty,
Yeah, I think I'll probably go again with them. Give me Cincinnati.
Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes meow.
Luke Birch.
Let's make that 2 glossy drops on the night.
Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes meow.
All right. Smart took Philly. Dirk took Philly. I'm taking Philly because Joe Burrow and the fucking Bengals cannot seem to perform against even a moderately competent team.
Which is
and losing this game will be the game that finally gets Nick Sirianni shit canned.
Hey Luke, when does Tom put out his videos?
Which videos?
Like recaps, or whatever. Because he's got to say something about Brian Branch. And I just want to watch it because I enjoy that.
Typically within half an hour of the final Monday night game ending.
Okay, I'll keep looking out. Because every time Al Branch does it, I always think of him when I think.
It's typically within 30 minutes of the final game coming to an end.
Okay, I'll look for it tomorrow.
Yeah, so he's got the NFL scripted segments that come out every Monday, usually earlier in the day. Those are fun too. The script writer. I only made it halfway through that, and then I had to come on and do the show. Dirk sent it to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't watched that yet. And I was taking the dog out, so I was like, oh, I'll watch this real quick. And I only got halfway through it. All of the segments are fun. I would actually recommend going back and watching the sagas too. Those are fucking great.
Hell yeah.
All right. Buffalo Bills giving up 3 as they travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Matty icing.
This could be a tough one. I mean, going cross country, but definitely give me Buffalo and their new receiver, Cooper.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
I'm going to go Seattle.
What does the Hawk say?
All right. Luke Birch.
This will probably jinx it because of fucking course it will. But through 7 games, everyone likes to joke that Josh Allen is such a turnover machine. He has not thrown a single pick yet this season. So, I've got to do it.
All right. Matt, Luke, and Dirk with Buffalo. Smart and myself with Seattle.
What does the Hawk say?
Yeah, Geno's leading the league in yards. Buffalo is inconsistent. They just won a big game, so I feel like they'll either lose this one or only win by a little bit. Hope for a wash at the worst. Chicago Bears giving up 1. That's right, Chicago favored as they travel to Washington to take on the Commanders. Smart, start us off.
I am going to just go ahead and do my very best to hope that we see the quarterback battle of a lifetime between Caleb Williams and Marcus Mariota. They're saying James Daniels is day-to-day. Hopefully Sunday is not his day. Give me the Bears.
The Bears?
Thank you, Wiz. Matty Icing.
Yeah, I would go Washington, but not knowing what's happening with Jaden Daniels kind of throws us off there. So unfortunately, I will take that one team that's in that place where it's really, really windy.
All right, Dirk also taking Chicago. Luke Birch.
Yeah, the Jaden Daniels situation is concerning, but I think Brian Robinson should be able to still do enough.
I am the Clit Commander.
Oh, I thought I was going to end up on my own there for a minute. But instead, I'm with Luke. Give me Washington.
I am the Clit Commander.
This is one of those ones where I got to hedge my bet here. It's a win-win for me.
Either get the point or Washington or Chicago takes the loss.
I will happily, sorry, Smart, give up that point.
How the fuck is this entire division above 500?
It's the best division in football right now. But yeah, that never happens.
Not this late into a season.
No.
A lot of that AFC, NFC South playing teams.
Yeah.
All right, next, Carolina taking on the Denver Broncos. Broncos favored by 7.5. Matty Icing.
Broncos.
Go America. Go America. Go Broncos. Yeah, go Broncos. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. So I figured this out. When I pick them, they fucking lose. When I pick against them, they win, or they at least fuck me and they cover. Whatever the case might be. So what I've decided to do, since I hate them deeply within my heart of hearts, I've decided to pick them so that they can lose to the Panthers. Fuck you, suck it.
Go America. Go America. Go Broncos. Yeah, go Broncos. Yeah.
Doesn't that hurt the Bears pick from the Panthers, though, Spark?
That's how much I hate the Broncos. And trust me, they'll keep it. They'll keep it. It'll be okay. I don't unless Tennessee could probably maybe sort of kind of win a game. Maybe, who knows? Are they playing the Panthers? They might win that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their schedule looks like. All right, Matt, Smark, and Dirk taking Denver. Luke, who are you taking?
Whenever I pick against Denver, they always seem to play better, and I do have somewhat of a soft spot for them for a reason that is completely unbeknown to me. I know it's throwing away a pick for this week, but
Oh, what a fucking conundrum. Luke picks against them and they win. Smark picks them and they win. And they lose. So, like, whose curse is worse at this point? Denver's been really good for me this season, but that's usually when I go alone with them. I don't like the 7.5 points. Give me Carolina to keep it close. All right, 2 games left. We got the Kansas City Chiefs giving up 9.5.
You stupid bitch! You filthy slut!
Yes, the Kansas City Swifts giving up 9.5 as they travel out to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. Mark Wahlberg.
How much are they giving up, you said?
9.5.
9.5. And it's in Las Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Give me Kansas City.
I hit that Ginobili with my left hand. I was like, woo!
Matty Icing.
This is kind of tough because almost every game Chiefs play, they kind of keep it somewhat close. Gardner Minshew's back as quarterback, so I mean...
No. They have actually signed a new quarterback today.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
The mighty Unbeatable. Desmond Ritter.
Yikes.
Oh, that totally. Then I'm definitely rolling with not Vegas.
I hit that Ginobili with my left hand, I was like, woo. I'm instantly for all my babies that I miss.
Come home,
All right. Yes, he does. I mean, Detroit was his favorite team growing up. He went to Eastern Michigan. Come to Detroit, Crosby. Luke Birch, who are you liking this one?
It's still a couple weeks until the 72 Dolphins will be able to crack open the champagne, and this one's going to be fairly convincing.
I hit that Ginobili with my left hand, I was like, woo. I'm instantly for all my babies that I miss.
All right, Smart, Dirk, Matt, and Luke all taking Kansas City. I will never take Patrick Mahomes to cover a 9.5 point spread. I don't give a fuck if it is against Las Vegas. I'm rolling alone with the Raiders.
There is a bookies I know that will take bets.
And that's why I will come in next week, no longer in the lead. Last game. This is going to be a shitty matchup. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers. Niners favored by 5.5. Matty Icing.
Niners favored by, what was that?
5.5.
Against the Cowboys. I would take the team that Detroit scoffed.
All right.
Pardon?
He's taking Dallas.
Yay! I'm finally in Dallas!
Moo.
Oh, I wonder how much it is to get back.
Yeah, he says he's taking the team that Detroit skull fucked. Not the one that they had the ball bounce off their skull to give up the win.
I didn't hear the skull fuck.
Smart Wahlberg.
Yeah, I misheard that too, but give me the 49ers.
One of the fag capitals of the world.
Indeed. Luke Birch.
I will take the team that doesn't have one receiver with a torn ACL, one receiver in hospital with pneumonia, and their wide receiver one isn't a guy who was shot in preseason.
Yay! I'm finally in Dallas!
Moo.
Oh, I wonder how much it is to get back.
All right. Dirk's taking Dallas as well. Yeah, 5.5 points. That's the devil's number. I can look the devil in the eye, or I can side with the devil, and I guess I'm rolling with the devil. Give me Dallas.
Yay! I'm finally in Dallas!
Moo.
Oh, I wonder how much it is to get back.
So I put Smart on his own with 49ers. Yeah. Jerry, who judges based off dick size. He's got a 14-inch cock. He's my first round pick. Oh shit, I'm at 5% battery. All right, NHL, let's do this.
If you run out of battery, you send the spreads to me. I'll just go through the rest and you can comment.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'll have to go plug in to a charger somewhere, but yeah. All right. Last week, New Jersey taking on Carolina. Carolina favored by 1.5. Smart went alone with Carolina and picked up the win. Lucky bastard. Las Vegas favored by 1.5 over Washington. Luke went alone with Washington and picked up the win. Lucky bastard. Florida favored by 1.5 over Columbus. I went alone with Columbus and picked up the win. Lucky bastard. Vancouver against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay favored by 1.5. Matt went alone with Tampa Bay and picked up the win. Lucky bastard. 4 alone picks and they all hit. Minnesota giving up 1.5 against St. Louis. Minnesota covers. Me and Smart get fucked. Damn it, Blues. You let me down. San Jose taking on Dallas. Dallas favored by 1.5. Matt went alone with San Jose and picked up the win. Lucky bastard. Seattle taking on Nashville. Nashville favored by 1.5. Smart and Luke pick up the win with Seattle. Chicago versus Calgary. Calgary favored by 1.5. We all went with Calgary and picked up the win. Philadelphia taking on Edmonton. Edmonton favored by 1.5. We all took Philadelphia. We all get the win. On the week, I am 3-6. I suck. Luke went 4-5. Matt went 5-4, and Smark went 5-4. Nobody's good at the NHL. On the season, me and Smark are tied at 8-11. Luke and Matt tied at 10-9. One game over 500. Whoop-de-fucking-do. First game this week, we got Washington taking on Philadelphia. Philadelphia favored by 1.5. Fuck it, I'll go first. Give me Philly, because Philly just covers. That's what they do.
Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
Somehow I forgot about the drops. Smart Wahlberg.
Make that Philly for me as well.
Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
Matty Icing.
I'll join you guys with Philly.
Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
And Luke Birch.
I will go alone and take Jim B's Capitals.
Storm the White House! That's what we do!
Oh, man, I hope that lone pick trend doesn't continue. Minnesota taking on Florida. Florida favored by 1.5. Smart Wahlberg.
Go Florida.
You rat bastard.
I will take Minnesota. Fuck Florida. Luke Birch.
You rat bastard.
Why am I not surprised?
That should surprise. I was just saying that shouldn't surprise anyone.
Did you say Florida favored?
Yes.
I'll take the Wild.
All right. Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the New Jersey Devils. Devils favored by 1.5. I will take the Devils.
Devil.
Smart Wahlberg.
Give me the Devils as well.
Devil.
Matty Icing.
I'll take Tampa Bay.
Like the guy says, you're gonna eat lightning and you're gonna crap thunder. You're gonna become a very dangerous person.
And Luke Birch.
And that will put Matt all on his own.
Devil.
Matt on his own 2 weeks in a row with Tampa Bay. Dallas giving up 1.5 as they travel to Buffalo to take on the Sabres. Smart Wahlberg.
Go Sabres.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Fuck praying. Give me Dallas. Luke Birch.
Jim Carrey is the most overrated actor. It's the second most overrated actor in Hollywood history. I was about to say the most overrated, but I forgot Will Ferrell existed for a second. Anyway, all that is to say, give me the stars.
And Matty Icing.
I was going to pick the Stars until Luke's dirty mouth said all that. Give me Jim Carrey and the Buffalo Sabres.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
I did like Jim in his early career. New York Rangers giving up 1.5 as they travel to Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Give me the Canadiens.
Fucking Canadian.
Smart Wahlberg.
Fucking Canadians indeed.
Fucking Canadian.
Matty Icing.
Rangers.
How can you pluralize the Lone Ranger? What's wrong with that? Well, there's 3 of you.
And Luke Birch.
And we have a split decision.
How can you pluralize the Lone Ranger? What's wrong with that? Well, there's 3 of you.
All right, Toronto giving up 1.5 to Columbus in Columbus. Mark Wahlberg.
Toronto.
Fuck Toronto, they suck. Give me Columbus.
There are horrific accounts of Columbus selling Native American women.
Luke Birch.
I think the Leafs probably win this game, but I don't like the 1.5.
There are horrific accounts of Columbus selling Native American women.
And Matty Icing.
I'll go Toronto.
It's the goddamn Luke Birch curse. Detroit Red Wings taking on the New York Islanders. Islanders favored by 1.5. Give me the Islanders because the Red Wings are trash.
Congratulations. Is her vagina dishwasher safe?
She's a real person.
What part of Russia did they ship her from?
Mark Wahlberg.
I'm going to echo those sentiments perfectly, especially the part about the Red Wings.
Congratulations. Is her vagina dishwasher safe?
She's a real person.
What part of Russia did they ship her from?
Matty Icing.
I'll be a homer.
For the next 20 minutes, you will sit in silence while I tell you why the Detroit Red Wings are the greatest franchise in the history of professional sports on September 25, 19...
And Luke Birch.
Does anyone know if Husso will be in goal?
No, he's been sent down to Grand Rapids. He's not even on the roster now.
Oh, cool. I completely missed that piece of news.
For the next 20 minutes, you will sit in silence while I tell you why the Detroit Red Wings are the greatest franchise in the history of professional sports on September 25, 19...
Yeah, they put his ass out on waivers and nobody wanted him. He cleared the waivers, so they sent him down.
No
Winnipeg
fucking shit, no one wanted him.
Yeah, he's awful.
Fucking
Winnipeg Jets giving up 1.5 as they travel to St. Louis to take on the Blues. Mark Wahlberg.
Blues it is.
24-hour
Yeah, I love the Blues. They're my B team, but I gotta go with the Jets on this one.
And then moments later...
Luke Birch.
I really could go either way on this one, so I'll just go home.
24-hour
And Matty Icing.
Looks like we're going to have a Lone Ranger because I'm going Blues.
24-hour
Now I feel like a dick. I didn't pick one of my favorite teams. And I'm alone with Winnipeg. Let's go Jets. Vancouver giving up 1.5 as they travel to Chicago to take on the Blackhawks. Give me Vancouver.
That's it! Why don't you Canucks go back where you came from?
Mark Wahlberg.
I'm going to be a homer, just giving you Vancouver.
That's it! Why don't you Canucks go back where you came from?
And Matty Icing.
You said Vancouver's right, favored by 1.5?
Yep.
I'll take the Blackhawks.
Walk your eyes, Chicago!
And Luke Birch.
The second Mark said homer, I had my cursor over the Blackhawks ready to click. I will put Matt on his own here. This is probably the easiest one of the week for me.
That's it! Why don't you Canucks go back where you came from?
All right, we got our boy Colorado giving up 1.5 as they travel to Seattle to take on the Kraken. Mark Wahlberg.
Let's hear that, Rockin' Kid.
It's another one! No, feel the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare.
And Colorado's been surprisingly bad so far this season, so I'll take the Kraken.
Release the Kraken!
Matty Icing.
Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken!
Fucking Liam Neeson. Luke Birch.
You've got my favorite drop versus my third favorite drop. And I have to go with the third favorite.
Release the Kraken.
All right, Smart on his own with Colorado.
Thank you for
Next.
letting us hear that drop.
Right, at least to get in there once. The Boston Bruins take on the Nashville Predators. Predators favored by 1.5. Give me your cousin.
Your cousin from Boston.
Smart Wahlberg.
Fuck the Predators to death. Give me Boston, please.
Your cousin from Boston.
Luke Birch.
I'll take Deshaun Cosby's one healthy foot.
Moving pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Okay. At the stool.
And Matty Icing.
Yeah, the Predators haven't won a game yet, and they're favored, so I feel like Vegas knows something. I was hoping I'd be alone, but I'm with Luke on that.
Moving pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Okay. At the stool.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching. I'll try to join in the chat.
Cool. I'll pull up the other 5 games. I'll give Cheese a couple minutes to get into the chat first.
So yeah, while we're waiting, just a little football update. We got the Baltimore Ravens winning by 17-10 versus Tampa Bay. Anybody else who cares? The Chargers are getting beat right now, 3-7 by the Cardinals.
How long's gone in that both of those?
Tampa Bay Ravens game, they just started the second half, and Cardinals Chargers game, you have 5 minutes and like 40 seconds left till halftime. Because 2 Monday night games is really smart to do, NFL.
Cool.
And my beloved Oregon Ducks are the #1 team in the nation.
Quack, quack.
That's right. It's been a long battle to get here, but we're finally at the top.
I'll be a big Ducks fan coming up pretty soon.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt to see them just trample Illinois.
Is it November 2nd? I'll be right there with you, Smark. Quacking all up. Watching the Ducks destroy the Wolverines in Ann Arbor.
For some reason, I felt like they already played them this season, but I guess.
Oh no, not yet, not yet. Oh, you would know because Michigan would cry about it.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of crying, a lot of the refs, and if we had Connor Stallions that could cheat, we would have won, and
They were held to 7 against Illinois, which I guess is the first time in 10 years or something. They said it was a long time.
Yeah, Illinois has been pretty good.
It's almost like losing a head coach and half your fucking roster to the league makes you shit.
Who'd have thought?
Not Bama or Georgia.
Touche.
It's almost like when you have a coach who hasn't done anything for years, keeps flirting with the NFL during recruiting time, and then has, a cheating scandal, a recruiting violation scandal, and all that might play a factor into it. It's pretty convenient once Connor Stallions became part of the team, too. They started winning a lot.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Indeed. Cheese is there again?
I was just saying, still waiting to hear off Cheese whether he's in the chat or not.
So yeah, that WNBA, Smart. Go ahead.
Hey, finally, it is time for Smark's WNBA corner, a long-awaited segment I've been hoping to debut. Angel Reese was there. I know that. She wore an outfit that people talked about. So that was a thing that happened. Cheese had an idea that he said he would watch it if they actually played in their kitchen, which made me think that they should do like a Field of Dreams. The MLB does, where they play it like in an actual field. But it's just like a very large kitchen. Which, I mean, you could like go to a WNBA player, or not a WNBA player, an NBA player's home, and like I'm sure you could like have them put up like 2 booths somewhere in there.
You're fucking joking, right, True North? Tell me you're fucking joking.
Do you believe in love and love? If I could turn back time.
While the Ravens they're shooting themselves right now really hard in the foot. I think they just lost maybe 30 to 40 yards.
Oh no.
They put a guy in motion, hiked the ball. I think the ball hit the guy on the shoulder pad, shot up in the air, went back like 10, 15 feet. Lamar picked it up, started running backwards, tried to juke somebody out, and then just threw it to the sidelines for an intentional grounding.
Anyhow, since we've got Cheese back now, we'll get on with the final 5 games. You've got the Carolina Hurricanes traveling to Edmonton. Edmonton giving up 1.5. Who's first? Because I wasn't paying much attention to the order.
I think it was Smart Cheese, and then me and you rotate.
Yep. I, of course, will be picking Carolina because spite purposes.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Cheese is taking Edmonton. I, too, will take Edmonton.
Oil reserves. Oil? Excuse me 1 second. Operation Golden Eagle is a go. Oil reserves. Oil? Excuse me 1 second. Operation Golden Eagle is a go.
One playthrough for both of us.
I'll take the Hurricanes.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
So that is a split decision. We will move. We will move on to. Well, for a long time, the Hurricanes were my most hated team. We will move on now to my new most hated team, the Ottawa Senators, traveling to the creatively named Utah Hockey Club. Utah giving up 1.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Gonna go with the Senators, and not even out of spite, just because I hate everything about the Utah Hockey Club.
Obviously, if I walked into this office and you were naked, I'd you right here, end quote.
Exactly.
We've got Cheese taking Utah.
I don't want to be Mormon, Dad. Me neither.
And that is a fact, True North. Matty Ice.
I'll take Utah.
I don't want to be Mormon, Dad. Me neither.
And I will put Spark all on his own.
I don't want to be Mormon, Dad. Me neither.
Next, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins traveling to Calgary. Calgary giving up 1.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Gonna go Calgary on this one.
Yeah, I think the Flames probably win this game, but I don't trust them to cover. I think this probably ends up going to OT with Calgary winning. so I will take the Penguins.
Penguins is practically chickens, and I hate to see chickens cry so much.
Cheese is taking Calgary.
You can push it again.
Okay, so we've got 2 games left. We'll start with the San Jose Sharks traveling across state to Anaheim to take on the Ducks. The Ducks are favored by 1.5. Smart Wahlberg.
It does not matter how much they're favored by. The other team is the Sharks. Give me the Ducks.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 Gordon. Quack, quack. Stop. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Well, Cheese is also going Anaheim with you.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 Gordon. Quack, quack. Stop. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Yes, True North. Yes, it is. Matty Ice.
A shark eats the ducks. Give me the Sharks.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha! Welcome, brother Sharkbait! Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
And that puts Matt all on his own.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 Gordon. Quack, quack. Stop. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack.
I'm just going to let this comment sit there for a couple seconds.
Yeah, except I'm the one in the corner crying and apologizing. Going crying in the corner and apologizing.
In response, obviously, to this from True North. Yes, it very much is a tribute to that movie. A little overrated, to be honest, but I would say we're overrated. I would say we're overrated, but we're not even fucking rated. Closing out the week, we have the LA Kings traveling to Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. The Knights favored by 1.5. To the surprisingly, wow, 1.5. Who'd have thought it? Anyway, Mark Wahlberg.
Give me the Knights.
'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then?
Cheese will be taking the Kings. Guaranteed loss. And that is why I will be taking the Knights.
'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then?
And that's another comment I'm just going to let sit there for a few seconds.
Hell yeah.
And bring us home, Matt.
I will take the Golden Knights.
'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then?
So I think that puts Cheese all on his own to close the week out. Is there anything anyone else wants to discuss before we jump off for the night?
When we talk about Cher going to the Hall of Fame, we just mentioned P. Diddy parties. I feel like that's a pretty thorough analysis of the week's events.
I don't think you can get more in depth than that. But yeah, if no one has anything.
I like it better when I'm on the call and not looking at you guys.
I'll join you with that.
There you have it.
But if no one else has anything to discuss this week, we'll see you all same time, same place next week for another episode of Totally Inappropriate Team Sports. Tits.
We will.
Chinaman tits.
Chinaman.